everybody. Luna the Zen Witch here. I hit record before I was ready, and then I just let it ride because, I have the power to shut it off. But what the hell? I'm sitting here eating some of the best licorice in the world. Gustav's licorice toffees from Belgium. And it is the real shit. It's not anise, it's licorice. Okay. Welcome back to another unboxing. Unboxing the Tarot. And today is another Afrocentric deck. African Traditions, the Tarot of the Orishas. Created by Zolrak and Durkon. Klingons, apparently. I want to take a look here at who these are. Okay, about the authors. They're two white guys. So, the first thing I want to find out is about them. Zolrak and Durkon. Zolrak and Durkon. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time getting around the names. Have worked together for many years and have brought to life creative and successful theories through graphic arts, radio, and television. Their television program, An Hour with Zolrak and Durkon, has been presented on Spanish language TV in the United States. So are these Spanish? Their message of universal fraternity recognizes that all the paths of light lead to God. From a very young age, Zolrak followed a spiritual path that included Kardecist spiritualism and Umbanda before becoming a priest of Batuque, and Candomblé, that one I know about, Afro-Brazilian Santeria. His faith includes various points of view and respect for many paths. Zolrak graduated as a professor of cultural parapsychology, mental control, and scientific astrology. Interesting. Durkon created the artwork shown in the Tarot of the Orishas as part of his exploration of different branches of esotericism as he sought to find answers transcending the material plane. His interest in mental control, yoga, and meditation were part of his path into expression through the fine arts. In addition, he is a scholar of paranormal phenomena, a well-known researcher, and a professor of fine arts. Zolrak and Durkon make their homes in various parts of Europe, South America, the U.S. They're available through their website at www.zolrak/Durkon.com. So, what I'm going for here, this is where we really need to be aware of our boundaries and our culture. And the copyright on this is 2019. So this is a new deck. Well, this second edition, fourth printing, 2019. 1994 and 2013 are the first copyrights here. And you probably know what I'm going to talk about, the subject of cultural appropriation. And it doesn't sound like, a professor of cultural parapsychology followed a spiritual path that included Umbanda before becoming a priest of Batuque and Candomblé. So I'm assuming that claims a lineage right there. And so I am assuming the legitimacy of that lineage and that he has a right to this cultural heritage, to put it out there. And there's been this discussion going on for many years about a lot of things. And, we live in a global culture now. And you can probably hear the wren outside of my window. They're pretty loud. For me, the boundary there lies in somebody using someone else's cultural heritage, someone not from that culture, in order to make money. This has been a hot topic in the henna world for many years. And there's one thing, when there's an art form or a medium of art, especially when it's not part of a sacred tradition, One of the firmest boundaries is around sacred tradition. When a culture has a sacred tradition, if you co-opt that tradition in order to, let's say, put it on T-shirts, and sell those, using them in a secular way in order to make money is clear cultural appropriation. Um, let's just leave that there and take a look at the deck. Okay, so you can see the packaging is beautiful and sturdy, and we have Zolrak and Durkon. Discover the power of the Orishas. Open the doors to divination and magic with the only deck in the world that blends the powerful magic of West African Yoruba, Brazilian Candomblé, and Santeria. Depicting the vibrant spiritual forces that originated with the Yoruba people, the Tarot of the Orishas features vivid artwork and stories that bring the mysteries of the universe to light. Potent tools for magical insights, the meaning and personal impact of these cards become richer over time, providing unsurpassed knowledge of the sacred energies that shape your life. Includes a breathtaking 77 card deck and a 312-page book with card meanings, spread ideas, prayers, and rituals. Okay. So, again, I mean, the final say on this culturally is for the people who come from this culture to decide. All right. We have Eleba. Eshu. You can see they've got like a really fiery border on them. Let's look at the backs. So, moon and stars. Hello, dear. I hear you. We all hear you. So there's Eshu. We have female Eshu. Ogun. Yansa. Shango. Shapana. Shapana. Two spellings. Oba. I don't think you can get any closer or louder, dear. Oh, I see you. Hi. Yes, there's a Carolina wren out there serenading. This is Oshumare and Oshun. The artwork is lovely. It's kind of loose, not strictly realistic, but it's got a really nice style to it. Yamaya. Oshala. The Babalarisha. The Guardian Angel. The Couple. The Man. The Village. Is the village on fire? Yes, the village is on fire. The Earth. The Sun. The Moon. The Outcast. Iku. Karma. The Devil. The Enslaved Prisoner. Okay, so those don't really, really don't parallel the major arcana of the Tarot. And I'm going back here because There's Ishu, there's female Ishu. We have Yansa, Shango, Oba, Oshun, Oshala, guardian angel, the couple, the man. We got the man. How come we don't have the woman? And the man and the couple. Okay, not sure about that. I'm going to put some smelly stuff on this here charcoal. The heat of it is reminding me that it's there because I would like to consecrate this deck while I'm at it. Bring down the gift on it. Okay, now into the suits. The Ace of Water. The 2. Very sweet. The 3. So kind of pip cards, I guess. Except for the 4. All right, hold up. So another thing I'm noticing here is we have astrological symbols. When we get into the suits, Ace of Water is Cancer. 2 of Water says Pisces and Neptune. 3 of Water just says Neptune. And then we're not a pip card as of the 4. And this one says Scorpio, Mars, Pluto. 4 of Water. The 5 of Water is Pluto. Is he in the water? I think he's in the water. It's kind of hard to tell. Yes, it looks like he's in the water. We can see down in the water. And grabbing a branch to pull himself out, maybe? 6 of Water, which is Cancer, Moon. 7 is Neptune, Moon, Mars, Pluto. What's he dropping? Looks like a cowrie shell. And what's around it? Boy, that's really curious here. We got the screaming birds outside. I apologize. Keep it down out there. Squirrels are screeching. Blue jays are screeching. Good grief. 8 of Water is Mars, Pluto, Scorpio again. So yeah, these are a whole different thing from the regular tarot system. 9 of Water is Cancer and Moon. Look at the phases of the moon and pulling in a full load of fish. And the 10 says Pisces, Neptune, Moon. 10. It's hard to see what's going on there. There's a bunch of fish. Are they all just jumping out of the water together? Okay. Then we have the water element with the 3 water signs on there. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then that's it. So we don't have court cards. We don't have court cards. 10 water. So is that where we get 77 then? Okay, anyway, Ace of Earth, Taurus. 2 is Saturn. So some of these are a little bit difficult to really distinguish the image. I mean, this is like a saber-toothed cat or something here. But looking at it, not in my camera, I can hardly tell what it is. The 3 of Earth is Taurus, Venus, Virgo, Mercury, Capricorn, Saturn. It's everything. Some giraffes there. The 4 of Earth is Capricorn and Saturn. That's very appropriate with the goat. 5 of Earth is Saturn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Mars, Pluto. Holy crap. Wow. That's like everything. These Earth ones really pack a wallop, I guess. 6 of Earth is Capricorn and Taurus. 7 is Mercury. Okay, Mercury, because it does rule an Earth sign, Virgo. 8 of Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So the 3 Earth signs there. And I'm trying to see what's going on with him here too. Like work going on? Is something spilled or something not? I don't know. 9 of Earth is Mercury and Saturn. And 10 of Earth is Capricorn, and look at the bags full of abundance. So that's pretty descriptive. And we have the earth element with the earth signs, and then we're on to fire, the ace of fire, fire signs. 2 of fire is Sag and Jupiter. 3 of fire is Mars, Sun, Jupiter. The 4 is Jupiter. Come. Come, I bid you. Do my bidding, you very nice camera. Okay, what the hell? Whatever. 5 is Aries, Mars, the dragon. 6, Mars, Jupiter, Sag. A whole gang of people coming home. So this could be like the victory card. The 7 is Sun, Jupiter, Sag. And we do get a little bit of a vibe of the standard tarot with the wands here. I'm seeing the 8 of fire. Boom! The 9. Okay, I guess one could see boundaries there. And the 10 is walking over hot coals. Yow! Then we've got the fire element card, and we have the ace of air with the air signs. And the 2, Gemini, Mercury, Libra, Venus. So basically you're getting planets that are the element of the suit, except for in the water suit, or in Earth, there was Sagittarius popping up, which is not an Earth sign, so I was confused about that. 3 of air is Aquarius, or Uranus and Saturn. So Saturn, well, Saturn was the original ruler of Aquarius. 3 of air. 4 of air, Mercury, Uranus. Yikes. 4 of swords. There's a vibe there. 5 of air is Venus, Uranus. Deboids. 6 is Aquarius. 6 of swords. Okay, you know, flying off. I guess there's an echo of the 6 of swords with the, you know, going in a boat. The 7 is a nest full of baby birds under the hot sun. The 8, a bird in a cage. That really echoes the original tarot. Very good image there. Strong. 9 of air, Venus, Uranus. That's a crow with a bunch of stuff coming at him there for show. 10 of air. Oh my. And the birds have all died in the hot, hot sun. Then we have the air element. Ah, now we see. It's like, how did that make... Because I want to look for a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So there are 25 of these here. And we go through the suits and we get to undines and mermaids. Message from water. Okay, so here's an extra 2 for each of the suits. Undines and mermaids for water and a message from water. Then we have dwarves and gnomes for earth and a message from earth. Then salamanders, which are the beasts of fire, and message from fire. Fairies and sylphs, and message from air. So that's what takes the place of the court cards, and you only get 2 of each. And I wanted to look at this 7 of water, just to see exactly what it is we're looking at here, because I can't really tell. It almost looks like a beehive or a snake wrapped around him. I can't tell what that is. And my camera is just refusing. There we go. All right, let's see. An undefined figure is looking down from a cliff. The sea or river is divided into 7 layers, represented by 7 chiaroscuro tones. Okay. A man drops a buzzio, a sacred snail shell through which the Orishas or saints answered, into the water, so it's not a cowrie, as an offering so that his requests will be satisfied and answered. The 7 states of man are in confusion, and his 7 chakras or energy centers are altered. Therefore, only a completely dark shape can be seen, in spite of the fact that it is daytime. The summit represents the place of preeminence he would like to attain or keep by demanding answers or making requests in a manner perhaps not appropriate. Jesus said, "Ask and it shall be given you," but this does not mean that whims or earthly ambitions will be satisfied. Another of his sayings was, man shall not live by bread alone. The meaning, upright, chimerical petitions. What the hell does that mean? Chimerical petitions. Okay, I'm going to Google that right now. You just pissed me off. Let's say what chimerical is. Chimeric. Of a mythical animal formed from parts of various animals, hoped for, but illusory or impossible to achieve. Chimerical petitions. So is it asking for impossible things? Or asking for body parts of a whole bunch of different mythical animals? Oh no. Okay, unrealizable dreams. So I guess that is what chimerical petitions means. Excessive fantasy or selfishness that leads you to ask a lot without giving much. Do not ask what you cannot give, or demand what you cannot demand. Do not promise what you are not sure to fulfill. Illusions that fade away as a result of selfishness. Spiritual persecution. Blackish aura. Attacked astral body. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to ask for something because I need to see if this hits the mark with a question. All right. So, I've already blessed you. And we'll find out how it shuffles. I would ask, please, shuffles like a dream. Oopsie. Okay. 3 that way. And now I'm going to shuffle this way. And I just want one off the top. I'm going to do this 3 times. Another one off the top, please. All right. So here's the other one off the top. This came out off the deck on its own. And it's the moon upside down. Okay. Now, we don't have numbers on these, so I got to kind of just go through. Sun, moon. Okay. Moon reversed. And I'm just going straight to the meanings here because we do have quite a long thing to read. Okay. Upright is sadness, depression, grief, sorrow, hidden enemies, Lilith, the dark side of the moon. Okay, that's a Christian. Lilith is a Christian entity. Not sure why she's showing up in this deck. Negative charges, bad spiritual influence, torture, abduction, loss of freedom, nervousness, nervous system imbalance that could lead to madness, terror, uncontrollable fears, slander. It may also mean alcohol or drug abuse or any kind of harmful or highly detrimental dependence. Well, I sure am glad it came up reversed. Because I'm not experiencing sadness, depression, and grief, hidden enemies, loss of freedom, well, maybe loss of freedom, but not torture or terror. Okay, stop now. Let's look it upside down. Disillusionment, underestimation, mirage, distorted thinking, difficult or hindered talk, lack of communication. I think the difficult or hindered talk I'm going to latch onto there because Mercury's retro, and I've been fishing for words a lot lately. So, and I mean, I didn't really ask a specific question. I asked, what do I need to know right now? And this is the card that came off the top, the one we just looked up. Okay, so we've got disillusionment. Let me go back here. Disillusionment, underestimation, distorted thinking, and lack of communication. I mean, I really, 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 even by a stretch, don't feel In fact, I've been communicating with everybody this week. Okay, and the Seven of Water, we go back to that unrealizable dreams, excessive fantasy, or selfishness that leads you to ask a lot without giving much. Illusions that fade away as a result of selfishness, spiritual persecution. I'm not really down with this. I'm not really down with this. The meanings are negative, really negative, negative, negative. Let's just take another random. Let's look at Yansa here. Shapana Oba. I really wish they had these in an order or numbers that made them easier to find. Shango, Yansa. Okay, and here's another thing. So on the card we have Yansa, Yansa. In the book we have Iansa, or Oya. Okay, so let's make up our minds. In a stormy sky with flashes of lightning making their way from among the clouds, Yansa appears angrily on the land, strong as a cyclone, standing over a cemetery, the place she governs. Now let's go to the meaning here. You made yourself by dint of courage, fighting, willpower, and tenacity. Your thoughts are quick and often you allow no disagreement. So that's kind of a personal reading kind of thing. These are character traits they're talking about, or personality traits. A versatile character, you will be able to perform more than one task at a time. You will find it difficult to become rooted to a place or situation because you love change, so much so that you may choose novelty over the traditional or conventional, something that may bring you new experiences. Challenging, qualified for research, or at least to start research activities, at once analytical and possessive of things you consider your own. You can be cautious and repress impetus when you decide to do it. Fortitude, speed. This card governs the nervous system, its filaments and nerve endings, and also thinking, electricity and all related items, conductors, power plants, filaments, cables, etc. And then there's a quote here. Helmholtz stimulated the nerve at different points and measured the time it took for the muscle to contract. When stimulating the nerve at the farthest point from the muscle, there was a delay in the contraction. Mammals' nerves are the most efficient in the animal kingdom. The best quality ones conduct nerve impulses at a speed of 362 kilometers an hour. Adding up the 362 kilometers mentioned above will result in a total, according to numerology, of 3 plus 6 plus 2 equals 11, the first master number. And badly influenced by other cards, enemy and rival women, enemy and rival woman, unreflective and stormy character, psychological moving problems, complex situation with conflicts, sharp and explosive statements, fighting and mysterious. You appear majestic at the height of the storm and tempest. This is a prayer to Yansa, or Oya. Okay, I'm just not really the meanings as far as doing a reading. Like if you're asking for advice and it's talking about you're this, you're that, you're the other thing. These are your character traits. These are your personality traits. I don't find that really helpful. I think, you would have to go through, and the things that make up the major arcana in this deck, the different gods, and, things like the moon and the sun, the archetypes, that you just really have to go through and learn them and then intuitively apply, because these readings are falling very flat for me, the listed meanings. Okay, and let's look at the book as far as the sections. Introduction, Africa, Mother Continent. Not to you guys, that I can tell. They look like white guys to me. Okay. Africa was possibly the cradle of the first man and the first woman, or in other words, of humanity. I say possibly because my scientific thinking always leaves the door open to questioning and to other hypotheses. Never say never, or I will never drink this water. Okay. So, all right. So we have Mother Continent, Africa, the Orishas. So something about who the Orishas are. We call them saints in our Western languages, but a more accurate translation of the Yoruba term would be supernatural beings, superhuman beings. So they do talk about what the Orishas are. Cosmology, he who respects the Orishas respects nature. Syncretism, comparative table, relationship between the cards and their owner. And there's a thing called I Am the One. Let's take a peek at that. I am one, but I am four. East and west, north and south. But 1 plus 4 makes 5. I am the center, and the center is the fifth. Being 5, I am the middle. The half on the outside is and ever will be the number 10 of the divinity. 0 being nothing, I do not count it, nor do I discard it. Only I put it before 1. In the beginning was the nothing, and when it came to appear, I am 1. What? I mean, what the fuck? I'm sorry, this is dense. This is dense to me. And it just smells of highfalutin bullshit. The language, not the true content. But this is where I'm seeing a lack of communication. You can communicate spiritual things. It's just this language is kind of dense. And here we go again. Here, Zolrak, Zolrack. On here, Zolrak. So, who's misspelling your own name? I don't get it. So bad editing. Then we have I am the one, the meaning of numbers, comparison with the traditional tarot. So they do go on to compare. And we're talking about the Hebrew letters in Yahweh and Jehovah and the Orishas. And so we have again, the card said Eleba, Elebba, Eleba. And in here, it says Elegua, Eleggua. Okay, so let's say Ogun is the chariot, Shango is justice, Shapana is the hermit, Oshumare is the wheel of fortune, Oshun is the priestess, Yamaya is the empress. I would have put those opposite, priestess with the ocean and Oshun is the empress. Oh well. Obatala is the emperor. El Babalocha or Babalorisha, which is spelled differently here than it is on the card, is the magician. Guardian angel is temperance. The couple is lovers. The man is the star. The village is the tower. The earth is the world. The sun is the sun. The moon is the moon. The expelled is the fool. Iku is death. Karma is judgment. The devil's the devil. And the enslaved prisoner is the hangman. And Elegua, Eshu, Pombagira, Yansa, and Oba have no correspondence. Okay. And then they go on to the principal cards. And then at the end here we do have readings. Zolrak's card throwing system, layouts by Zolrak. And we got the Giza things, and we've got kind of a cross, and all right. So, hate to say it, although I'm sure there are some people that find this a wonderful tool. I'm not enticed to give it any more of a shake than that because I'm not finding it resonant. It's just by the time I get to reading the messages, and they're dense. They're just dense. I'm not feeling that connection with the messages. They didn't resonate with anything that's going on with me right now, and I'm not in denial. Okay. So, Zolrak and Durkon. I'm glad to have it in the collection. You know, when I'm buying Afrocentric decks, I kind of expect that. And I mean, one of them is a priest of Candomblé. So, again, I have to assume a legitimate lineage. I've been dancing around this the whole time here. It just feels very male to me. It does. I don't feel that connection, that kind of goddess intuitive connection with it. So, Tarot of the Orishas, it shuffles like a dream, and the artwork is nice to look at. I will probably give it a try again, and when I really have a question, because right tonight it was like, yeah, well, what do I need to know? And we'll see if it hits then. But as far as that goes, Zolrak and Durkon, this is probably it for me with them. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you have subscribed to my channel and that you like this video and that you feel free to donate, because I buy decks. I buy all kinds of decks, and your donations have helped me a lot. The collection grows. If you got something specific you need, or just a video you'd like to see, let me know. I will respond to you faux show, as long as YouTube shows me the comments, because I'm finding that there's a little bit of a labyrinth going on when it comes to reading and responding to comments. At any rate, there you have it. Happy Monday. I will see you on Friday for another unboxing of an Oracle deck. Till then, take care, wash your hands, be safe, wear your mask. Black Lives Matter. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.